There has been an ongoing struggle between Meta and Google in the field of artificial intelligence technologies. But will there be a winner, or will they both offer the world essentially the same choices? By releasing Music Gen, Meta has put itself ahead of the competition by delivering a practical and simple strategy for generating music. And, well, Google is falling behind quite evidently. In an unexpected turn of events, Meta, the company that is responsible for the successful AI division, has just recently unveiled a groundbreaking research paper introducing simple and controllable music generation. This paper introduces their most recent product, Music Gen, which is a language model developed specifically for the purpose of producing music with outstanding outcomes. In contrast to earlier models, Music Gen functions as a single-stage transformer language model. It also seems to incorporate practical token interleaving patterns, which do away with the requirement of cascading numerous models. Now, we know the advancements made by Meta's Music Gen in the field of conditional music generating are remarkable. The language model's ability to generate high-quality audio in a time-efficient manner is made possible by the utilization of compressed discrete music representations. Then again, the removal of cascade models makes it possible to achieve higher levels of productivity and output quality. Additionally, one of the unique features of Music Gen is the ability to condition the generated soundtrack on a melody. This then gives users enhanced control over the desired musical outcome and is one of the more intriguing aspects of Music Gen. Meanwhile, people out there carried out an evaluation utilizing a certain style of music with the purpose of determining Music Gen's capabilities. The findings were outstanding, illustrating the model's proficiency in its ability to generate music that is consistent with the conditions that were input. Notably, the output quality of Music Gen is comparable to that of other well-known music generators in the industry, and so Google remains behind in this division as well. On the contrary, it is essential to remember that Google also dabbled in the field of music generation with its very own AI-driven answer to the problem. Initially, only a select few people were allowed access to their music generator. On the flip side of it, Google has just recently increased the size of the queue, which allows more users to use the site. So, if you have been patiently waiting, it may be time for you to investigate this alternative tool for the development of artificially intelligent music. You see, the results produced by both Meta's Music Gen and Google's music generator are very astonishing. And it's possible that Google will take a different strategy than Meta, which is primarily concerned with delivering a single-stage transformer model with practical token interleaving patterns. Yet, as a result of Google's music generator being easier to use, consumers now have the opportunity to investigate and evaluate the similarities and differences between these two powerful platforms. Then again, Meta recently carried out an in-depth comparison of their innovative Music Gen model with Google's Music LM, Refusion, and Moose AI, and the outcomes favored Meta's product. In their study report, Meta asserted with full conviction that Music Gen was superior to the baselines that were tested, so laying the groundwork for a fascinating investigation into the capabilities of both systems. And while both Music Gen and Music LM are examples of generative AI models that use the power of machine learning to produce music in response to text cues, Music Gen in particular has an excellent feature set when compared to Music LM in this regard. For instance, users can submit descriptions of the music that they want, such as 1990s rock with electric guitar or 180 BPM gabber track with microtonal synth lead. These descriptions can be used to help users find the music that they want. After receiving this information, Music Gen will then produce a brief audio clip that is 15 seconds long and will make an effort to capture the essence of the description. Luckily, Music Gen does not end its services there. The more advanced version of the software that is offered on the Hugging Space platform gives customers the ability to access lengthier snippets that are up to 120 seconds long, which is ideal for individuals who are looking for a more immersive musical experience. Similar to this, Music Gen demonstrates a surprising degree of adaptability by adding the melodies that the user specifies. Users can extract a melody from a reference audio file and smoothly include it in the finished song. Just imagine the possibilities. Whether it's a head-banging thrash metal cover of I Can Buy Myself Flowers or an exhilarating EDM remix of the timelessly classic Greensleeves, Music Gen strives to bring these imaginative requests to reality. Meta has also confirmed that Music Gen is capable of generating lengthier tracks in addition to its skills in generating shorter music clips. Of course, this enables producers to use the original music as a reference point for additional creation once the initial music has been generated by MusicGen. Though the music that is utilized for training MusicGen comes from sites such as Shutterstock and Pond5, not from significant participants in the music industry such as Universal Music Group or well-known musicians such as Taylor Swift, whereas Meta admits that the dataset that was used may have been lacking in diversity, with a more significant share of Western-style music. Not to forget, MusicGen displays its capacity to generate short music clips by using specific instructions such as pop dance track with catchy melodies, tropical percussion, and upbeat rhythms, perfect for the beach, and acoustic folk song to play during road trips, guitar flute choirs. It is also possible for it to be directed by references to specific eras or songs, which provides a level of control over the output that is generated, which, if you ask us, is super cool. The researchers at Meta, in their published paper, discussed the training process of MusicGen and the ethical challenges that large-scale generative models present. They agree that generative models can result in unfair competition for artists and underline the significance of available research in order to ensure that everyone has the same amount of access to these models. Right now, Meta's goal is to make these models helpful not only for music professionals, but also for music enthusiasts by adding more advanced control options, such as the melody conditioning function that was introduced in MusicGen. And yes, currently, the application of generative artificial intelligence in the music industry has received a large amount of attention, which has sparked debates and controversies within the industry. While popular singers like Ariana Grande, Oasis, and The Weeknd have faced AI-generated facsimiles, which raises problems about music licensing and intellectual ownership, artists like Grimes have campaigned for redefining copyright rules. Not to forget, but the increasing integration of artificial intelligence and the music industry is exemplified by the fact that the world-famous musician Paul McCartney has used AI to create a song that has never before been released by the Beatles. Despite the fact that Meta's MusicGen has attracted notice, Google has also been actively developing its own music-generating technologies, with the goals of improving upon them and competing with others in the area. Google has recently opened up the waitlist, making it possible for a greater number of people to experience and make use of their music generator. Prior to this, it was not initially available to the typical user. This initiative no doubt exemplifies Google's dedication to increasing accessibility and broadening the user base for their artificial intelligence-based music generating service. Google also plans to provide consumers the opportunity to explore the possibilities of their music generator and participate in its continued development. And this just demonstrates their commitment to incorporating user feedback and improving their technology through iteration in order to make it more sophisticated and user-friendly. At the end of the day, the continued efforts that Google is making, which include offering up access to their music generator and investing in research, reflect the company's dedication to strengthening their artificial intelligence music production technology and competing with other industry competitors like Meta. And of course, the competition between Meta and Google in this field helps to drive innovation, which in turn benefits users by pushing the frontiers of what artificial intelligence is capable of accomplishing in music composition. But to answer your question about whether or not Meta will continue to outrun Google, well, let's just say Meta's MusicGen or Google's music generation technology is subjective as of now and be determined in the coming days. Though which one of these gets to have an upper hand until then, well, we are pretty sure we answered that. So what is it going to be for you, Meta or Google? And what made you make that choice? Let us know in the comments below while sure you have subscribed to the channel for more.